Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cuffin' the Dip coming at you guys with another one. Hopefully, everybody's good out there, man. I'm definitely good myself, man. Still the same finicky market we're dealing with, but we will be going through some things that have been interesting. Just kind of should spark some people's interest a bit. So we do have grind time in the building. So let me go ahead and get grind in the building. What's going on, grind?
Happening. How you living?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Can't
Attaboy.
complain, man. Same
Hopefully
thing,
everybody watching, doing good, having a good hump day. Halfway through the week, man. We're almost there.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like we're almost there when the market starts sending. You know what I mean? So that's when we're almost there. I feel like
Yeah.
it's time. But now, overall, man, just looking at things, man. Just jumping straight into it, man. If you are on any of the platforms that we are streaming on, I see we got Just a Man in the building. Dude, I gotta download my app again to where I can. That's what I forgot to do. Download my app so I can pull up the comments on stream again. It actually does it pretty cool here. You can actually like change the dimensions and shit. It's pretty cool. But what up, Justin, man? What's the word, bro, man? Welcome to the new stream setting, man. It's been a while, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Anybody else in the building too, man? Hit the like button, man. Of course, retweet if you're on X. Subscribe, all that good stuff, man. If you're on TikTok, you can tap the screen for your boy, man. That's more than enough, man. Hit me with a few taps on the screen. If you actually tap more than 100 times on TikTok, it will pop up a notification on screen. I keep saying scream. Do you keep hearing that? Maybe my mouth's dry. Let me try that.
You screaming? You screaming?
Yeah, am I screaming or not?
No.
But if you tap 100 times on the stream, a notification pops up. There we go. So I got my T's back.
Yo, they keep tapping. They get some practice for our stream sponsor. You know, they could work that tap game by tapping the stream.
Yeah, I know, right? I definitely know that. You gotta be able to tap on there, man. First of all, it's free cash. I don't know, Justin man even knows about that, man. That free cash over there tapping that in the meantime. I will not be on the leaderboard, I don't think. So, man, matches are great. Okay. See, he's got big things going over there, man. That is the golf king right there. So if you guys did not know that and you had any type of golf questions, I'm almost positive that my boy can probably help you out there. You know what I mean? Not my bag, but
Not your forte.
yeah, maybe even grind. You know what I mean? Grind seems to be a little bit more familiar on the golf side too, man. Maybe we got to do a golf segment, and I got to just like lean back and letting you and Justin talk. That's the only way that's gonna work. But where were we at right now? We're sitting at Justin, is the audio decent? Let me know if the audio is decent. I didn't want to have to do that one thing where I have to like stop, you know what I mean, stop and then like go back to it. what was I about to say? So we got our global market cap at 2.7 right now, 2.7 trillion. So not horrible. Could be a lot worse than what it is. We're still transitioning sideways, pretty much going up and then back down, up and then back down, up and then back down. So we climb over here to this screen. Let me scoot this over. All right, so total. So as I'm looking at it right now, it's kind of doing what I kind of predicted. I think we were a little bit higher than this on a global market cap, which let me flip flop so you guys can just see my screen and not see my ugly self in the side. So what we're looking at right now is not the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? We are getting rejected though, as I kind of predicted, and coming back into that hot pocket range. We named it. So we named this the hot pocket. This little triangle right here. If you guys are unfamiliar with what we're talking about, or you not have not been on previous episodes, you know what I mean. So we pretty much came from going down here to bouncing and kind of reestablishing this as a support level, going up, reestablishing this as a resistance level, and closing underneath it. And then right here, transitioning to this candle, we were up and above this. We are like in that midweek, you know what I mean, hump day type of vibe. So we are midweek. Not really sure where we're going to be with this one. A random spike of volume could get us up and above this level, but what I would identify is, if you pay attention to it, just by a little, unless we get a big spike of volume, this wick is a bit higher than this wick. Could be indicating that we're losing a bit of steam and or momentum a bit also. So that could be something that kind of factors in, unless we get some more volume that pushes up and above, and then we close above, then it doesn't really mean too much anything, because this candle still this is a 1 week candle, and it can go honestly either way for this one. So, but I do like to see it in the hot pocket range. Let me go ahead. Yeah, yeah. No, it's definitely decent, man. What I can say is it's definitely looking to me like it got rejected at this resistance area, and within it getting rejected in the resistance area, we could be pulling back a little bit further, which is cool with me. Or if it actually holds around this range and trades sideways until we get to this support line right here, which could take a few weeks actually. If you look at it, it's this is the week starting the 14th. Oh my God, they killed me with this. 14th, and then this is the 21st, starting that week, 28th. So what, like May 5th, really? We can possibly squeeze a little bit before. I mean, predicting stuff like this is hard, especially when you have so many things going on at once, kind of affecting everything that's going on. So it's like play it by ear at this point. But as long as this is trading in between this what we, like I said, what we call our hot pocket right here, I think that we're solid. If it breaks this range right here, then we're not so good at that point. Can't hear grind. Hold on. What about now? I don't know if Justin's still there or not. Can you yeah, hold on. Let me take a brief pause and see if I can hear you on the stream or not, if it's faint or something. Yeah, I can't even hear you. They probably think that I'm talking to like a like an invisible person. Well, in the middle of the technical difficulties, please enjoy this calming music. Got real oriented real quick. I don't think this was the one for me. Mic check. Yeah, because he's saying, you can see it in the comments, he's saying he can hear me on the stream, but he can't hear you at all.
Oh, mic check, mic check. All right, there we go. I can hear myself. Nice. Ooh. No. Yeah, I know. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing.
All right, so let's flip back in. Sorry about that. We do have grind time back now. He was commenting before, and I'm not crazy. Just so you guys can understand that. All right, so my volume is coming back. So is everything good now, grind? You good?
Yeah, everything's good on my end.
All right, 10-4, 10-4.
I think.
Roger, we're back. He said, I think so. I don't know if we're good or not. But this, so if you guys didn't hear me either, I was just telling you that Cuff needs more volume. Bam, what about now? Hold on, I might have to adjust my gain. Let me adjust the gain on the midnight. Oh, that is this a sweet spot right here? Is this where it's at? Mic check, mic check. Let me know with the smooth groove music that just came on right now if my mic is to your liking. Then I might leave that as like my gain level right there. But what we got right now, if this mic is good right now, I'm trying to show you guys the separation from our rejection area that we had right here at this resistance level right here. So the pullback does look imminent. I know a lot of people are thinking that we're still bullish right now. I think that we're still bullish in a sense, just not bullish enough to break through this resistance level with 3 rejections, 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row. So that to me just tells me, and especially with it losing value with each rejection. So you can see this wick was higher. This was, of course, higher than this one. So we're literally climbing up if you go in this direction. So we're losing volume. So tells me that we could pull back. The pullback could actually, we could tap this support level again. You know what I mean? We could pull back and have a significant pullback in the market, and something really crazy goes on. Grind's mic is a little hot. Yeah, that's what I was telling him. His gain is a bit high. I don't know if we can adjust that though. But yeah, that's where we're currently at right now. We have to, as of right this second, for the global market cap, we have to get to a point to where we can push past this resistance. I don't think we're there yet, so we need to consolidate at a range to kind of build up a bit more volume. We need more news. Powell's not making the situation better. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of variables right now that are not really more so going in our favor. So definitely, to me, screams pullback. So I don't know if you guys were kind of investing, you know what I mean, into different things. Me personally, been kind of sitting on the sidelines for a little bit, unless it was just like a random Desian play or something like that, because you know, honestly, the market is not too primed with too much volume right this second. So everything's been rugging left and right. So just hasn't been worth it to kind of invest all of that additional time and kind of sit in front of some things and kind of mapping it out and stuff like this. My goal for this is to kind of map out the global market cap and kind of see where we're going to land at, and then also to map out Bitcoin, because that's the main thing that's kind of driving the force behind what we got going on. So my synopsis, as far as just looking at the global market cap right this second, is, like I said, we've gotten rejected multiple times at this range, which will build up strength for this support level once it does flip it to a support level. But as of right now, possibility is that we may close below this level, causing us to come down just a little bit, possibly in the next week's candle, causing a little bit of panic in the market. And we probably won't get bullish I would say, if I had to estimate, probably like another 2 to 3 weeks possibly. And that might not be just super bullish, you know what I mean? It might be something just enough to get us past this level and to continue us up on this uptrend. Because like I told you guys multiple different times, we've almost been on this uptrend for about 2 years now, so we haven't broken it in a while. I don't think it has too many intentions of breaking it. If it does, it plans on reestablishing it as a support level. So even right now, you can kind of see it pulling back just a little bit. But other than that, I know we also got grind time that's got the crypto bubbles up. So go ahead and hit us with that smooth groove about these crypto bubbles and let us know what's going on.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Can you hear me? Mike's okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, no doubt. So, nice little bounce back from this morning when I got on. Bitcoin was, I think, what was it? Like, it was dipping like negative 2.3%. Now we're sitting at in the green, 0.9%, back over 84K, 1.67 trillion market cap. We got Sol. Sol was down. What was it down? Like negative 5.7% this morning, and now it's sitting at in the green 3.8%. Looking at $131.42 on Sol, up 3.8% again for the day, 12.2% for the week. We got ETH sitting at 0 pretty much for the day. Still down for the week, 3.3%. Just under 1,600 at 1,585. XRP, same thing. Sitting at 0% for the day, up 2.7 for the week. Just over $2 for XRP. We got Sweet taking a hit this morning. It was down like 5.7%. Now it ate up a little bit. It's still sitting at negative 1.5%. Just over $2 for one Sweet, still down 6.4% for the week. But what I'm looking at over here though is you got Pepe up, 1.2%, Shibs up 1.2%, Doge up 0.8%. So I mean, I guess those top memes are looking good, but where's Trump? Trump's sitting at negative 1.6%, 5.2% down for the week. I remember you and I were talking, if it'll ever break that $10 range, and it sure did late last week, sitting at $7.70. So, just a little bit of a roller coaster, ups and downs right now.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with you. I'm not even unmuted. I can definitely agree with you on that. What's up, Christine? What's the word? Definitely glad to have you here. I think one of the biggest takeaways that I'm kind of looking at right this second is at least right now, is just mainly the smart money for me. You know what I mean? Like the smart money has to be a factor in this. And if we're paying attention to it, and I'll shrink it so that you guys can kind of see it in view for you guys. So you can see directly above me, I've already identified for the new people in the room. So our red will be the smart money, and our green is like retail. You know what I mean? Everything in between is just what we got in between is just neutral or undecided or what money, whatever, as far as description. But you can see we had a nice drop right here, and then we started to increase, and now we're like maintaining. It went down just a little bit, like just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. You know what I mean? But still a relevant amount. It's not like it was like a super tank. You know what I mean? Like we've seen tanks in the market. Like this was pretty much a tank in the market, to where it went from this level right here to all the way down to this level right here. That's a significant amount of smart money leaving the market at one time. So, but if we got things like that, then we're in a little bit of trouble. You know what I mean? As far as the smart money dumping. Not saying that it couldn't dump, but we still got neutral candles on our maket right now. It's attempting to still cross. We're on a week time frame, so it looks a bit different. But if you start to look on the day, you know what I mean, it tells a different story. You know what I mean? So Just depends on what perspective you're looking at it, I guess, or what goggles you got on at that time frame. So, month, same thing, tells a different story. On the month time frame, we've just been slowly kind of coming down. Just slowly kind of creeping down, you know what I mean, and losing value in the market, which is why I like this candle's a little bit higher, and this candle almost look neutral to this one, but it's a little bit lower. So just definitely a situation to where we're losing smart money, but they're buying back in at strategic points. I think everybody who trades or anybody who can identify with crypto charts is kind of seeing that we've been on this trend for about 2 years. Normal cycles are about 4 years or so. So it could be a little bit different with this one because all of these cycles have been really messed up though. So could be a little bit longer with this one, a little bit shorter. We don't know, but I just don't see us breaking it right this second. If we do, that's some massive manipulation right there. But I know Grind has a article up for us, so let's go ahead and see what Grind got.
Yeah, so as we saw today, Jerome Powell had a little bit of a meeting, and Powell indicates that the tariffs could pose a challenge for the Fed between controlling inflation and the economic growth. So in this article, it's pretty much stating the Fed is tasked with ensuring stable prices and full employment. And economists include those at the Fed see threats to both from the levies. Tariffs essentially act as a tax on imports through their direct link to inflation historically has been spotty. So what's in question is after a speech, Powell said tariffs are likely to move us further away from our goals, probably for the balance of this year. So I don't know if you caught it. Did you catch it, Cuff?
Guess what?
His
speech?
His press conference. Yeah.
I caught parts of it. I do know that I definitely wrote down is a few interesting takeaways. I know that the stock market did not like his speech at all. Period. The stock market almost instantaneously kind of like dumped and had like a nice little retrace. The crypto market, not so much. I think the crypto market had like a delayed reaction to what Powell said. But overall, I think both markets are kind of at a point to where they were like, you know what I mean? So I don't know how I feel about that just yet, type of thing, you know? So.
Well, I wanna shoot something else over too because this is interesting. Let me share it with you.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got? It's already pulled up.
Stop screen share.
Oh, I thought you said you had it up already. Let's see. All right, so talk about Bitcoin in a second. Overall, Bitcoin's not holding bad though. We're still over 80K. Anytime we're over 80K on Bitcoin right this second in this segment of the market, we're still sitting pretty right now. So not so much on Ethereum. I told you guys 1600 was a sweet spot on Ethereum, but we are still midweek and it could turn around a little bit. So could turn around. So you still got some time. XRP still holding strong at this $2 mark. It does not want to break this $2 mark. It did briefly for a second, but it's not trying to stay below that $2 mark, which is good. You got BNB 582, not horrible, could be worse. 131 for Solana. So Solana actually had a good day, moving up almost about 4%. So yeah, Solana's having a nice little run while everything else is kind of sitting stagnant a bit. XRP didn't go up at all. ETH went down. Bitcoin's only up 0.5% pretty much. So you got that set?
Yeah, it's ready for you.
All right, I had to pull it up.
You got it pulled up?
Yep.
Okay, so with this one, he's saying part of Trump's tariffs will be paid by the public, quote unquote. So Trump has repeatedly claimed foreign countries pay tariffs levied on them, but Powell noted Wednesday that that is not the case. As a result of the tariffs that Trump has enacted, with likely more to come, unemployment is likely to go up as the economy slows. He also stated, in all likelihood, inflation is likely to go up as well. I mean, that's obvious, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is to say that a portion of the burden of the tariffs is going to be, quote unquote, paid by the public.
Well,
So,
if you were, I don't know if you saw that last meeting that they had. They were saying that they were going to try to calculate inflation rates differently from the tariffs to just our regular inflation rate. And what up, Taka? What's going on? Welcome to the building, man. What up? I don't know if you saw that or not.
yeah. So, like he states in here, it's still a question as to whether that will cause overall inflation levels to accelerate and to what extent, you know. So, obviously, we're getting hit. We're gonna get hit with the tariffs no matter what. No, I mean, especially if inflation goes up. But I mean, we're seeing it at the grocery stores.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, to me, to be honest, I don't know how much things are going to go up because things are already really high right this second. So for things to go up more and people are already kind of struggling at this point, like it's going to be a scene to see if something doesn't come directly after that. Now, like I said beforehand, if Trump's able to pull it off, he could be a rock star in this situation. Yeah, he looks shitty at first. He ends up turning things around. Inflation rate drops, but if they're saying that the inflation rate's going to rise and they're going to calculate what's going on with his tariffs along with our initial inflation rate, then things can get real crazy and prices can get out of hand fast. So I don't know. I don't know what that does to the market. Our global market cap definitely could depreciate, or they could larger entities could see this as a buying opportunity and start buying around this point. Everybody panics, everybody's scared. That's when they start scooping it up after everybody like sells and some of these other smaller companies kind of bow out of cryptocurrency due to the volatility. Everybody's not going to be able to withstand the volatility of crypto this go around. You know what I mean? So.
Well, that would take me to my next article, you know. But I know you want to dive into some of the other tokens, but I don't know which direction you want to go with it.
Yeah, no. If you want to pull it up, go ahead and pull it up, and we can get it in a second. I'll briefly just touch on a few more things really quick. Or in fact, I mean, let me start on Bitcoin because I feel like it's something I'm gonna have to go back to anyway.
Okay.
So, and anybody that's in the building, please let me know how the audio is. I did have to raise my gain just a little bit so you guys can hear me. Hopefully, everybody still has the same good audio as beforehand, but yeah, we got let me see what I want to pull up. What I'm on the month chart right now. I'm gonna go back to the week. I think that's the visual. We've been looking at it on. We've been looking at the week for a little bit, so kind of want to keep on that same line. So, bam. What we're looking at right now on the week chart is one. We're still in a downtrend. You know what I mean? We're trying to break into a spot to where we're kind of consolidating, but it's not in a uptrend until we break this previous support level right here for us to get back into an uptrend. Other than that, we're just consolidating and headed sideways after a downtrend pretty much. So it's getting rejected right this second. Right here at our orange line, the line that I told you that was going to act as a resistance for right this second. So it is getting pushed back a little bit. Still in a bullish spot right this second as it wants to push forward, but just does not have the volume to successfully do it. Whales definitely still have interest. As you can see, the smart money is still gradually going up, even on the week time frame, which is good to see for the overall market for Bitcoin to still have interest over in this direction. As soon as we start losing interest in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency as a whole starts to stumble a little bit as far as like how much volume we have in the market, which is never a good thing. Definitely want to have enough volume to kind of push us to these next levels and these next points and things and such. So, two neutral candles, but like I said, this is a majority. We really look into it. This is the majority of the volume that's coming into the market. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of the other alts are really bringing in the majority of the volume. What can I say right now? My prediction as far as, well, I wouldn't even say prediction, just my thought process as far as what I'm looking at this chart right now. Once again, going up, getting rejected 3 times, similar to the global market cap. It just tells me that we're going to go down just a bit. I think I told you guys, what was it, yesterday, day before yesterday, something like that, that we were going to retrace. If we went back to around like 80K and bounced or a little bit below and came back above and reinstate this level of support, would be sufficient enough probably to kind of keep us consolidating in between 80 to 90K until we did have either a catalyst or enough volume to kind of push us above this 86 to 87K range of resistance that we're kind of built up right here. But we'll dive back into this after Grind's article. Grind, what you got?
And I'm just reading, don't shoot the messenger, all right? But this came off of CCN.com, one of their articles. And a new report from Coinbase paints a grim picture for the crypto market, warning that the industry may be heading into another crypto winter. So obviously with the tariffs and the trade wars and the volatility of the way the market is, I mean, we barely even saw a bull run at all, you know. So for them to start talking about crypto winter already, it is just crazy.
Yeah, we're getting to that time to where the market goes down a little bit. But we'll see.
Yeah, I know. And they're saying the all-coin market has dropped 41% since December 2024 at its peak. And then VC funding has dried up, failing as much as 60% from prior highs. So, and then Bitcoin and Coin 50 dipped below the 200-day moving average. So, I mean, according to them, it's possibly, you know, a bearish signal. But I don't know how you feel.
I keep telling you that I'm not convinced about the market's structure right now, especially looking at the global market cap and just the Bitcoin chart as a whole, because where Bitcoin goes, we go, right? So
Yep.
if Bitcoin keeps getting rejected in the same spot, that's not giving me like bullish vibes. I don't get bullish vibes from us almost kind of wanting to cross on a MACD. I get bullish vibes from us, like, you know what I mean, like sitting to me like a smidget away, you know what I mean, like, oh yeah, now that's about to cross, you know what I mean. MACD's going up, and then we got stochastic looking good. Our smart money starts to increase and push. Like, those are things that are bullish for me. Like, I can definitely get bullish about those things, but bullish about getting rejected multiple times in the same spot is not the greatest, especially when we don't have the volume that we need to push past those levels. So only thing that comes from getting rejected multiple times is either the good thing, which is consolidation afterwards, after a brief pullback, or a dump, you know what I mean? Because we keep getting rejected at the same spot over and over and over again. And a dump, let's just say we get a significant dump. A significant dump would probably be us dumping back down to like 70, 78, 77, maybe even at 75 point and then bouncing back up. That would be a significant dump. Now, a tremendous dump that's just like, damn, why are we dumping like this? Is us ignoring that 75K range and then coming straight down to 70K and then bouncing, because I think it has no choice but to bounce. This is a pretty solid support level. Worst case scenario for the market, unless we just go into a catastrophic dump, for me is Bitcoin going down to like 69, 70K, which is still not a horrible range for Bitcoin to be at. So if you're bullish still about a 69, 70K Bitcoin, and I don't see any issues with this chart formation right this second. I mean, there could be news that takes it a lot lower, but I'm not inside of the government. I can't give you guys articles in advance. I wish I could. But that's the only thing I feel like that takes us down from that point, or just Trump still trying to press China, who actually is looking for other trade routes. So they're actually looking to off-source their trading to other entities so that they don't have to be the ones that are actually importing it into the US. So trying to get clever here and find some loopholes to go around different things. So I don't know if we're closer to a solution with them having to find different loopholes and possibly pay more and just wanting to get it over with and kind of negotiate, or do we push further and this turns into a full-on like trade war, which continues to affect the entire market. So It's going to be truly interesting to kind of see where we're at with that. So Bitcoin's, like I said, in the middle of trading in between our channel, and this is the channel that we kind of wanted it to trade in between. So just to give you guys a representation of the channel and what I kind of want to show you guys, we'll put it right here. We'll make our actual channel white so we can actually see inside of it. So this is the channel that we're trading at right now. You know what I mean? Just our kind of consolidation to where it's going up and down right this second. Needs to break this range, go up and above, and then our resistance right here is the next thing that has to take out, or it's going to revisit this area all over again. So upstairs. Bye. Bye. All right, sorry about that. I had one of the kids down here. So let's see what else I got. All right, so just briefly looking at ETH right now. So if we're looking at ETH, it's not looking the best in the world either right this second. Definitely a bit of a pullback. We're still in a downtrend. It's trying to find a bottom around this range. Issue with us finding the bottom around this range is apparently this bottom is Waldo, and we're constantly asking where it is because it's just not it's not working right this second. So this is the range that we should have upheld, which is actually turning into a resistance level right now currently, and we're trading below that level. Is it trying to push up? Yeah, but we have no smart money to support the trading that we have, which tells me we're still kind of in limbo waiting on ourselves to come around 12 to 1100 unless some volume pops into the market. But it looks like Bitcoin wants to pull back. Bitcoin pulls back a little bit. I think the entire market pulls back, so this kind of forces ETH to pull back, especially, and it's been pulling back further than any of the cryptocurrencies in between it. So we'll definitely probably going to see some pullbacks on ETH. So it's not holding support. It's in between trying to retest right now, and if it continues to get rejected, it's going to come down more. So that's what we're kind of looking at. Is this a Ethereum article you got here?
It sure is, and that'll just kind of fit me right into where you left off.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and hit it.
So again, CCN. As we all know, Ethereum has pretty much underperformed this cycle, right? I mean, I think we would all agree. While we saw Bitcoin reaching new all-time highs, Ethereum did not follow suit, while ETH and Bitcoin has fallen 80% since 2022. So they're stating a key turning point in Ethereum's performance was the Denkun upgrade, which significantly reduced transaction costs for layer 2s, but had the unwanted effect of doing the same for Ethereum revenue and made ETH inflationary. So what the Denkun upgrade was, it was set to pretty much significantly slash the transaction fees of layer 2 solutions, and it was supposed to boost the scalability of Ethereum, right? Which essentially it has, but we're not seeing the effects of that upgrade in regards to the chart. So if you wanted to take a look at this article again, it breaks down, a little bit of and analyzes Ethereum's underperformance, but they're saying, we possibly could still see that, as we're looking at the chart right now, I mean, have we reached local bottom, or will it crash? You and I spoke about it a couple times where it could, reach 1400, and it almost touched that 1400 mark. Could it go below that? Could it go to 1000?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So ETH has been looking real lackadaisical for some time now. So definitely need some milk or something. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to get the bone stronger on this situation, but the core of this joint is just not looking too good right now. Things change really quick. I mean, there can be random interest or some type of entity that wants to utilize ETH in some way to create a demand behind it. It literally just takes something as little as that. Like if Sony comes in and says, hey, yo, I'm creating some type of game specifically, it's going to be on Ethereum right now. I can definitely see that causes some demand. Sorry about that, guys. You guys see me muting this. This is my kids randomly popping out of nowhere like the Matrix. But let me see. So I got Ethereum out the way, and then we got Dogecoin. Dogecoin's still looking at the same spot. I think Dogecoin might actually get pushed down some more. This is a squeeze that I don't think goes the way it's supposed to, unless some random volume comes in, because there's no smart money sitting right here. Sui is still holding kind of the position that we wanted it to. We knew it was going to get rejected, but we didn't know if it was going to hold this support level or come back down to this range or not. So that's really what I think the mystery was here. So some smart money did come back out after that little spike, so could come down a little bit. Looks like it's trying to break this this level that should be being utilized as a support level. We'll flip it green, come back, and see where we're at from there. XRP maxis are holding the line. XRP is really doing this thing. I can't complain about what XRP is doing right this second, holding this $2 range, especially after this big spike. You would expect for a little bit more of a pullback, maybe even down to this $1.12 range. Well, I think the top side is like $1.17. So you would think it would have pulled back to one of these ranges and then kind of consolidated, but it's trying to hold this range. Not saying that it will hold this range, as it is retesting and kind of having some rejection around this range too, and a lack of volume behind it. So not turning neutral on our MACD, which is a bit interesting, but the smart money is maintaining, so people are collecting. There is interest inside of this project, so definitely something that I'll be paying attention to. Solana, not that it hit the random ass box that I put in there. You can't make this up. But now, I can't even remember why the fuck I put this here. I'm not even gonna like flex with you guys. No clue what the hell this box was, but damn was it on point. But it looks like we bounced around this range and went straight the fuck back up. I don't know what my intention was for putting this one. I'm gonna have to check the last stream out my damn self to figure out why I have this random ass box here. But definitely, I'm gonna flip this, not red. It was a resistance level, support level now. So we came down, bounced, and I think the bounce was, where did this bounce take us to? About 95 bucks on Solana. Then went right back up to the upside. Now we're sitting at a range to where we should trade on this 128 buck range or so. As long as it holds, if it gets a massive pullback, this is the weak chart. If it pulls back and comes back in between this jump zone, I think it automatically almost comes back to where it bounces at least at this $100 range, if not a little bit lower, and then goes back up with the rest of the market, especially if Bitcoin pulls back. I think we kind of reiterated that last time. You got something else pulled up for us, Grant? Grant on super mute.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to go unmute my mic. This is kind of off topic, but I thought it was kind of like, I don't know, like, because Trump destroyed the meme coin sector pretty much when he launched the Trump and Melania token. So now I guess he wants to come after Web3 gaming too. But this one's interesting because it says President Donald Trump is expanding his presence in the crypto space, obviously, as we've seen, with a new Web3 gaming project reportedly inspired by the classic real estate board game Monopoly. So,
you know what? I would play a Web3 Monopoly. Like, could you imagine if you actually got to take somebody's property? Like, he was just getting that thug life with it.
Yeah, like the blockchain property, or like you ante up. You got your NFT as your
I'm talking about you got to move out your damn house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I move on Mellon Lane and you still stay on Mellon Lane, and I just bought Mellon Lane, like, you know what I mean? That's mine now, or you know.
Yo, and then use your NFT as your gaming piece, right?
Yeah, that'd be crazy. What are you doing with like just trading cards or something?
But I just wanted to pull this up to bring it. I guess they're having issues though with the value of Trump's crypto assets. Obviously, we've seen sharply decline with this portfolio, but there also is a slowdown in funding, in blockchain gaming. So this is just something to keep an eye on. I just want to bring it to people's attention.
Yeah, definitely. And with the audio issues that we had, man, we're gonna have to I know it's a little time right now. We're running on 52 minutes as far as streaming, so we're going to cut it a bit shorter than usual. So we're going to go ahead and run this through. What is it? So we got one. I wanted to check out in the meantime chart, which is holding pretty well, even in the finicky market that we're in, still squeezing in really nicely on this 3-day chart. If you guys haven't been paying attention, pretty nice squeeze, and that stochastic's looking good. MACD flip green, which is looking good also. I think there's a lot of interest here. There's a lot of people investing into the core of what in the meantime is versus throwing money at the chart per se. There's a lot of people that want to see this project successful and have a long term to it. So that's why people are kind of investing their own money. There's other bigger investors that are kind of putting more revenue towards it, especially with the mining aspects to it. I think the real thing to kind of pay attention to is just that the chart is pretty much extra flare. Which is it going to send? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of money from buybacks and such like that. So there's going to be a supply shock regardless too if people begin to notice about it or not, just from people buying it and understanding what all they're trying to put together. I think this is a well put together token. Climb out with the memeing aspect of it and really killing the game with that super memeable narrative. And there's just so much more to this particular token that a lot of people are not really understanding. So if you're on TikTok, check out some of those videos on my TikTok. If you're on YouTube, check out the AMA that I got on my YouTube, and they also have one that they have on their X account also. So if you guys are in need of that, I think I got the link tree in the description. So go ahead and check out that link tree and get to their socials, because I think that they honestly have a lot to offer. If you do your research, you should like what you're seeing and feel secure with what you're seeing, as we have a very experienced team behind the project itself. Like I said, the narrative's good, the community's good, holding and actually accumulating in these different ranges. Getting closer and closer to breaking that $1 million market cap again from, I think at that point, we kind of hit the races. As you guys can see, a squeeze on the 3-day chart on a fairly new chart is definitely a significant like milestone. So they can squeeze, get the proper value, and push this up from here. That's going to cause enough attention in itself, you know what I mean, from just a squeeze and a breakthrough, and from them kind of moving up towards what previous all-time high was, which was about 5 million, which would be about a 5x from here. So been telling you guys about this in the hundreds of thousands for a while. We're going to keep talking about it in hundreds of thousands until we transition and get a better market with some more volume. If we do kind of go into like a crypto winter, I think that there are still, just like the last bull run, there were tokens that made it and had demand and value to it. Was it an astronomical amount of value? Nah, because the market wasn't as active, but still a lot of opportunities there to be had. So don't just kind of duck out. Use the opportunities of the time for the market kind of being flat right now to learn more about TA, learn more about chart sentiment, stuff like that, and become a beast and make way more money, and come back to the stream and tell us about the experiences that you guys are kind of having in the market. So that's the kind of things I want to get to. But Brian, you want to say anything before we cut the hell out this time?
No, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like always, come through. Make sure you set your noties on, and that way you can follow us and get on the next stream with us.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate all of you guys for coming out, man. It has been a fun one. Sorry about the audio issues. We're kind of getting it nailed in. It's our second time using this setup, so a little bit of kinks that we're working on right now, but we will get down to business. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We're out here.